What's good, YouTube? You know who it is. Shit, should I move? But guys, check this out, man. Come on, stop playing. Hustleholics Shop. By the time you guys see this, I probably already uploaded it, so the pre-orders were done. If you missed it, you missed it, and you missed on the drip. Stop playing. Who's here? But you missed on the drip, so make sure you guys show some love at least if you missed out on the drip, and go follow at Hustleholics Life and my page where I'll be posting more merch coming out soon. So kind of today on my videos, I'm just talking my thoughts throughout the week. It was Valentine's Day. I had some fun with my girl and kind of reflecting. I was a little sick this week, and for me, like, I don't really get sick where I have like the cold and everything, but I feel like I just get kind of like down, and I don't know if it's part of like the seasons and everything, but definitely don't have the energy, don't have the motivation. I feel like, fuck, I just need more sleep, and like, and it really is just a mentality thing at the end of the day. But kind of what I've been thinking about throughout this whole week, and after that, I guess, little slump, which is normal. I had those a lot, but when I catch myself, and I remember, like, there's times where I've had those slumps and I just let it keep going, or there's times like now where I'm starting to recognize, okay, this is where I'm fucking up. This is what I'm doing wrong. And yeah, you might have a day where you're not 100%, like, okay, boom, but then you got to be able to recognize. You got to be able to recognize to the point where instead of like, okay, one day fucks you up and now you have a whole fucking week fucked up or a whole month fucked up. Some people fuck up once and they let the whole fucking year go by. Like all these New Year's resolutioners right now, it's February now, and people gave up already on just think about it. People already gave up on January. People already gave up. So from when I go back and think about how I've progressed, because it's okay, you have to be able to look back on time. You have to be able to look back at yourself, like, how far have I made it? You gotta recognize, because if you're just thinking go, I feel like, and I'm speaking for myself, this is what's helping me. So this is why I'm talking about it, because I'm allowed to talk about it, what's working for me, and how I'm progressing, and how I'm looking at my life, because at the end of the day, I want to level up. At the end of the day, I'm not okay with where I am. I'm not. And it's okay not to be okay. So from the times I've looked back, I noticed that, okay, here was once, I know every slump of my life. I know it back in my head. David Goggins has, in David Goggins' book, he has this story where he talks about going back to the cookie jar. He has a cookie jar where he's, in his head, he's thinking about grabbing a cookie. Each time something hard is going on or something bad is going on, he goes back to those cookie jars and thinks about those bad times, those things, those parts of his life where he's fucked up or it's hurt him bad, and he uses that as motivation, as fuel. And I love that. I know every bad thing that's happened in my life. I know every fuck up I've ever done, and I know it from the back of my head. So now I always analyze it, that, okay, when I fucked up here, what did I do wrong moving forward? Because the fuck up already happened, you can't change it. So where did I fuck up moving forward? And for me, let me lower this shit down so you guys can the fan down so you guys can hear me. But for me, it was like, okay, in the beginning, when I was younger, I'd have this slump, and then I'll let time go by. I'll be like, fuck, I'm just in a slump. And now that slump turns into a month of slump. I know that happened a lot. That happened when I was fighting too. Like, I fucked up, my training was off, then I started drinking, and now it turned to a whole month of binge drinking, and then get back into the flow of things. But then, like, I'm already kind of out of it, not in fight mode, and I'm just kind of in drinking mode, and it kind of turned into a whole month, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months of me half-ass training, still fighting. That's something big that affected me. Now that when I look back into time, I'm like, fuck, man, I fucked up here, but it doesn't matter anymore. That's just things that you can put in your cookie jar as fuel. Like, okay, I know this is a fuck up, and I'm never doing this again. And after all these fuck ups, and when I had my realization of, okay, what do I want to do with my life? Where do I want to go? I made a decision, and I swore to myself that I will never be down bad ever again. I will never be down bad. And why am I so confident in saying that I will never be down bad? I will never be out of money. I will never be mentally fucked up. I will never be mentally upset with myself. And and never be in this bad energy spot. Why am I so confident in saying that? Because one, life can always happen, right? So why am I allowed to say that I'm never going to be down bad again? Because every time something bad happens, I have the choice on how I'm going to bounce back. Something bad can happen, like, God forbid, car accidents happen. I got a couple friends that got in a car accident, God forbid. That happens, but thankfully they're all right. But I could get in a car accident. I could fucking I had to pay off so many fucking parking tickets, because I just moved and I didn't have city parking, and I kept delaying it, and I have to pay off all those tickets. So that took a fat toll of all those fucking tickets I had to buy or pay off. And shit like that always happens, like random life shit. You get pulled over speeding, now you gotta pay a fat ass ticket. So shit like that always happens. Like fucking your car could break down, you have to go and it'll put you in a financial burden. And like, life is always gonna happen and throw shit at you. Oh, this happened, now I gotta do this, now I gotta do that, I gotta take care of this, I gotta take care of that. But why am I so confident that I'm never gonna be down bad again? Because I'm making the choice that no matter what happens, I'm gonna find a way to bounce back. And the way you know you're progressing and you're progressing as a person is that when something bad happens, you don't have that fucking slump and you don't dwell on it anymore. And it might get faster and faster and faster. Before, those slumps were 1 month slumps. Now it's 3 week slumps. Now it's 2 week slumps. Now it's 1 week slump. And now it's a couple days slumps. Now it's a day slump. And now fucking you can just recognize, all right, my mindset's fucked up. Lock the fuck back in. Right? So once you're able to recognize, and I'm still working on it, there's times where it beats me and I'm like, fuck, now I'm in a slump. Like last week I was kind of in like a 4-day slump. I'm just not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. And I'm just trying to get my mind right. I'm kind of going day by day, but then I'm locked back in. Something happens. And what I noticed too, because I didn't lift for 4 days. Usually I lift like 5 times a week, but there was 4 days in a row. And I have a couple rules that I go by. I go, okay, if I miss a day, I'm gonna go back the next day. I never miss 2 days in a row. And that's kind of my ground rules. But I missed 4 days. So even then I kind of broke, right? So I noticed this. Then the next day I lifted right away. I'm like, all right, I gotta lift. Boom. So I lifted, and then kind of my motivation came back. But think about this though. This whole week I've been in the morning, I was training jiu-jitsu. I was grappling in the morning. But for me, okay, grappling is cool, right? I love grappling. It feels good. Boom, choke people out. Boom. Right? But something about lifting weights that kind of just gives you the confidence when you're looking in the mirror that you feel like, I'm the fucking man. Like, I'm the fucking man. So then I clicked in, like, for me, this is part of my habits. My daily habits that I want to do is get at least a fucking pump, bro. Because when you look at yourself in the mirror and you have a fucking pump, you feel like the fucking man. I'm the fucking man. I look at myself in the mirror, I'm like, damn, I'm the fucking man. So it clicked in. So what I'm telling you guys to do is find things that lock you in, right? Find things that make you feel good and that can motivate you and fire you up. It might be journaling. It might be reading. Maybe reading fires you up. Reading something cool. Listen to a cool fucking podcast that motivates you. It might be, you might have something like a click, like a sensor of like when you hear this song, it fucking locks you back in and you don't want to do anything. Or going back to that cookie jar and thinking of all those bad things that happen that are fueling you. And for me, that works for me. But also I have to lift, because when I could do any other exercise. Like I could go out there and like I'll go grapple and I'm sweating and I'm getting a good workout. I'm feeling like my muscles working because I'm fucking squeezing the death out of people. But something about lifting weights just kind of locks me in. I'm like, I'm the fucking man. I feel good when I'm pumping, when I'm throwing fucking heavy weight around. I just feel good. So find things that are gonna lock you in, that are gonna motivate you. That's what I'm telling you guys to do. And then once you find those things, now when you're having those slumps, when you're having those times where you're a little stuck, where you're a little motivated, you do the thing that's gonna motivate you and you lock the fuck back in. Because I noticed that when I went to 4 days without lifting and I was kind of like not producing as much content as I wanted to. I wanted to post stories every day and I wasn't really posting stories. I was just kind of like going by with my day. I hadn't even recorded a YouTube video. So that's kind of what I've noticed. And So now when I lifted, I was able to lock back in, and like, everything kicked in. I got motivated. I'm like, I gotta do this. I gotta show people what I'm learning. So that's why I love YouTube, because one, I can put little stories on my Instagram, and I can post like workouts, and I can post like fitness content. But on YouTube, I can really sit down and talk, and I can break down how I actually think. So when people come see me, they really understand about why I'm working out the way I do, or why I'm moving the certain ways I'm moving, right? And I'm just documenting my life. I'm just kind of telling you guys how I think and how I see things, and that's my goal here with this YouTube channel, to document my life and show you guys. Because right now I'm telling you guys this fucking, it's 2025 now, February 2025. I'm telling you guys, like, man, my visions that I have for what I want to create are amazing, and they're big, and I'm gonna do it. But it comes with these single habits, these mindset cues, these things that you have to lock in before you can do that. And it starts now. Like, I love this quote where people say, like, how do you, like, this money management quote, like, how do you expect to manage when you're making $1 million a year if you can't manage when you have 3K months, right? So if you're making 3K months right now, what expects you to be able to manage that amount of money if you can't even manage 3K? So all these little habits, money management habits, mindset habits, start now, right? Start now. So if you have all these goals, you want to create, you have to do the things right now to build a foundation. Same thing with lifting. When you're working out, you're building the foundation. This is how I train my clients. I'm building foundation, I'm building a base, and then we can add on all these other things, right? So it starts with building a base in your life, building the foundation. When you build a house, you start from the floor up. You're building the foundation first. So the moral of this story is basically to go back into the cookie jar, go back into the things that think about how have you bounced back from all these things in life, because a lot of you guys have gone through shit. A lot of you guys are going through shit right now, but I know it's not the first time. Life is always going to throw shit at you. So how did you bounce back? Learn those things about yourself. Learn how you react, and then you'll turn those big slumps that you had in your life into smaller and smaller, and then eventually you'll be able to recognize when bad shit happens, and you'll be able to lock the fuck back in. And go back to those things. Find the things that motivate you. Find the things that fire you up, because you're never going to always be motivated. You're gonna have to run on discipline. But what is gonna fire you up? For me, I know in my life, if I'm working out, if I'm lifting weights and I'm throwing fucking weight around, I look at myself in the mirror and I know I'm the fucking man. But I have to find things and do things that I know that are gonna motivate me, fire me up, make me feel good, so I can go attack in my life and do all the other things I have to do, because I have a million other shit to do other than just fucking work out, right? There's a lot of shit that has to be done. So you gotta find those fucking things. That's the moral of this story, and that's what I want to come up, and that's what I thought about. And for you guys that are fucking listening, guys, I'm telling you guys shit that's working for me, and that has worked for me, and this is how I'm as I'm recording this, and every time I post a different post, I'm leveling up. That's the fucking end goal. Each time I post, I'm in a different fucking level. Every time I post, I'm in a different level. So go back in time, guys. Find the things that haven't worked and remove them, and the things that work, keep them and keep doing them, because every time you look yourself in the mirror, you should be at a different level. Every post you see from me, I'm gonna be at a different level. So that's kind of what's been in my head, guys, and I love this content shit. I love breaking down, because you guys can feel me, right? You guys can see me. You guys can visualize and kind of hear me out, like how I'm really thinking. So I hope that helps. And another goal I have is that each time I post, I wish I can help somebody else, help a different person, and each post will be a different person. By the end of the year, if that's one person each post, and I'm posting once a week, that's 52 people that I've helped, right? And that's a fucking W. Eventually I gotta get into the habit of posting more and posting more and posting more. But it starts with building, you know what I'm saying? It starts from building the foundation. Build the foundation to get in the habit, posting once a week, and then boom, boom, twice a week, 3 times a week, and I'm just creating content. But if you want more content out of me, you want to hear me out, you got any other questions or things that have been working for you, let me know. Drop it down in the comments. DM me at Instagram at Boy Medina Jr. And I love posting stories there. I'm always talking to there on my stories and posting reels and stuff that I not only fitness content that helps people, but mindset is the biggest, most powerful. Your mind is the most powerful thing and the most valuable thing in this fucking world. So if you don't have a strong mind, it's going to be hard to do all these other things. So fitness, is one vehicle, but it really starts with building mindset. That's why when I help people, I tell people, I'm like, I'm gonna help you build your fitness and mindset, because once you get those two locked in, you feel good about yourself. That's what's working with me. That's why I'm able to teach fitness, because it's working for me to level up each day. That's my end goal, right? So it's working for me, so I'm able to teach that stuff. So that's how I go about things, and you guys can just learn more. So that's my goal with this YouTube shit. Really just produce content and let people know how I'm leveling up, because this is how I'm doing it. So this is how I'm teaching my clients, my fitness clients, to be able to do it. So thank you guys so much for watching. And if you didn't get your Hustleholics merch, guys, why is it Hustleholics? Because we're hustlers. Every day we're trying to level up, right? Every day we're trying to level up. We're hustlers. We're hustling, and there's a lot of meaning to it. And I might make a video on that next. I'm gonna make a video on that tomorrow. What is Hustleholics, right? Break it down more. But that is my mindset and my mindset tip of the week. My mindset tip that's been working for me this week. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope I can help somebody out, and hopes I can at least relate to somebody. If you relate to it, let me know in the comment section below. But I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.